Hey y'all, what is up YouTube? How's it going y'all? Sparky Marky Mark here, and I'm back to do a birthday shout out video to a certain actor and diver and director named Ricou Browning. If anybody knows who Ricou Browning is, he is best known to the world as the GillMan of the Universal Monsters from Creature from the Black Lagoon and its sequels, and he's a well-known producer, screenwriter, underwater cinematographer, and stuntman actor. If anybody knows his work, starting in the many years he did, just a second. Alrighty. So, born February 16, 1930. Wow. And so he was born in Fort Pierce, Florida. Major in physical education in the FSU. Cool. And he, of course, did swimming in his career, did a lot of underwater reels, newsreels, and then suddenly working for underwater projects, and then of course, days later, he got offered to, the crew offered Browning the role of the titular GillMan in the Universal Monsters Creature from the Black Lagoon. Browning accepted the role, playing the underwater sequences, only doing the underwater scenes as the GillMan, while another actor named Ben Chapman played the monster walking on land. But of course, you also have Ted White, a stuntman actor that I mentioned before in this video, that I mentioned before on my channel. He uncredited doubled Ricou Browning and Ben Chapman playing the GillMan in certain scenes. Couldn't even tell which was which. We can tell who was swimming and who was walking on land. Then appeared as the GillMan in its two sequels, in the third, which was Revenge of the Creature, and Creature Walk Among Us, in which the Creature Walk Among Us, I would believe it's one of Clint Eastwood's earliest, no way. Hold on a second. Here we go, Revenge of the Creature. This was, of course, Clint Eastwood's early projects that he appeared in as lab technician Jennings. And then there's Ricou Browning and Ginger Stanley, who was in the first two movies. And she doubled an actress in the film. Who was she? Julie Adams, yes. So all three Creature films were shot on location in Florida. So the first one was in 1954, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and in this one he was the stunt diver in Disney's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Then came back to do the GillMan in Revenge of the Creature, and you got the Creature Walk Among Us for the third time in 1956, and its sequel was 1955 as well. And then working for Ivan Tour Studios in Miami as Dr. Burton in Flipper's New Adventure, as for MGM, and released in the summer of '64, and of course what else did he do? And he also was involved in doing He was interviewed in 1995 for the Thunderball. Thunderball. It was the James Bond film, the fourth James Bond film, known as the biggest Bond of them all, the biggest one, to be released in December of 1995, if you will. That he was the second unit director. He was also the stunt coordinator, shooting the underwater sequences. Oh yeah, 95% of the story takes place underwater. Believe it or not, if any of you have ever heard of this. And the link will be in the description box down below, the interview, which is the documentary for Thunderball. Excuse me. And so yeah, it was a bit difficult, but easy and hard at times. And they had to use hand signals because nowadays they don't have underwater communications. That's what they don't have. They only used hand signals. So yeah, he did the underwater stunts and units, and directing units, of course, and was in around The World Under Sea. He did the diving sequence, which was a MGM film. Lloyd Bridges, Jeff Bridges' dad, and Beau Bridges' dad is in this film. And who else? Alrighty. And what else did he do? He did the underwater sequences for Land of the Lost, released in 1967, and then Hello Down There, underwater scenes. Yeah, Hello Down There. Janet Leigh is in it, Tony Randall's in it, and a young Richard Dreyfuss is in this film. Back when he was young at the time, before he got into bigger roles. Roddy McDowall is in this. And I think that's it. And what else did he do? Salty, he also co-wrote with Jack Cowden, released in 1973, and Ricou Browning wrote and directed the film. Wow. And released in November of 73. And no, this was a good film. Very good film to see. I couldn't even tell much about this film. But it is a seal, though. Orf. Seals. And then he directed another project called Mr. No Legs, also known as under its different name, Gunfighter, and it's an American drama exploitation, which he directed, and also Jack Cowden directed. So yeah, it also has Richard Jankel as Chuck. I know him. He would later be working on other projects, and also Lloyd Boschner, who he'd be having his son Hart Barsher in Die Hard. And then you have another actor named John Anger, who of course worked with unknown actor Clint Eastwood in the 1950s, called Tarantula, which he played an Air Force pilot here. And he would later be working on other projects in his career. And let's see what else. And this film came out in the spring of 1978 on March 14th. And what else? He was involved in shooting second unit for a few films. Hot Stuff, 1979, which was directed by Dom DeLuise, and Jerry Reed is in this film. Pat McCormick is in this film. And that's pretty whacked up stuff, all right. Ooh, and Dom DeLuise is in this film, obviously. And then you got Caddyshack, 1980, which anybody's familiar with Caddyshack, which stars Chevy Chase, Rodney Dangerfield, Ted Nye, Michael O'Keefe, and Bill Murray, and it was directed by Harold Ramis, of course. And this came out in the summer of 1980, and this is one heck of a comedy film. And it's got a lot of statuses over its many years. And he also worked for Mr. Perfect, if I said the name right, because this is how you spell perfect? Look at the way it's spelled, y'all. What the heck? And what else? James Cromwell's in this film, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Paul, and I know this guy. He's a film director who would later direct other projects. And he's the dude who directed Police Academy 6, City Under Siege. And then Alex Rocco. Sadly, passed on. He's an actor as well. And he was Gus Keller in Dream a Little Dream, which stars the Coreys, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. And it was directed by, I believe, his dad or his father, Mark Rocca. Or his son, I couldn't even tell. Who passed away in 2009, the director of that movie. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's his son. Who happens to play Bobby Keller. Bobby Keller's father in that film. And what else? Paul Stewart is in this. Where do I know his work from? He may have worked in other projects in his career. And Citizen Kane, yes, his film debuted. Sorry about that, folks. And what else did he do? Never Say Never Again, which is another James Bond that was competing that year with Octopussy that particular year, if I'm not mistaken. He was also the performer in 2 television shows in an episode called Pressure Suit for the show Sea Hunt in 1958. He played the role of Carlos, and also was in Flipper the TV series as in 2 episodes called Lifeguard and Flipper's Monster. He played the role of a water skier, and then he played the monster. So yeah, and he was the gentleman as a director in 37 episodes between 1964 to 1967 of Flipper. And then in 1985, he was the stunt coordinator for The Heavenly Kid with Jason Gederick and Lewis Smith. Jane Kaczmarek is in this film. Richard Mulligan is in it, and it's a very good film. Nothing to kid around. It's a good film. Recently got a Blu-ray release, if you can still get it though. It's a very good film. So yeah, if anybody knows this film, check it out. You can see it on YouTube. Also, Opposing Force. He was the stunt coordinator, stuntman, and the stunt coordinator Miami. Opposing Force, 1986. Then in 1988, he was the second unit for Police Academy 5, Assignment Miami Beach, which was indeed a very funny movie. I really dig it. So yeah, that's all there is to know about Ricou Browning. And at the end of this video, and I'm going to show you an autograph I got from him, but I'm also going to show you the DVD that I got signed by him. I first met him 4 years ago in Spooky Empire. Great guy. I can't believe it. This is the dude that played the GillMan. Really. That did the underwater sequences, of course, because very sadly the other guy that played the land GillMan that walked on land passed away in 2008 when I was attending high school back then. But enough chit chat, let's take a look at the autograph like right now. Let's look at it. Here it is, y'all. This is the DVD that I got signed by the great Ricou Browning. Yep, that's how he signed it. Look at it very carefully. That's it. That's his signature, y'all. And let's be clear, I had to take this out for him to sign it. I didn't just leave it there and have him sign on top of it. No, 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 no. I had to take the whole sheet out of there and have him sign it. Bonus features, 3 feature commentaries, production photos, trailers, back to the Black Lagoon documentary. And let's see how the discs are placed. And let's be clear, y'all. 3 films, 2 discs. First disc has Creature from the Black Lagoon. This one has its sequels. Anybody had already bought the GillMan movie, these movies on Blu-ray, you got the replacement disc because the 3rd film was promising 3D and it didn't have the right disc. This one I saw it all right, doesn't need to be. But just in case, just check your Blu-ray copies out. If yours is fine, then no need to contact Universal. They already replaced all of their mistakes as it is. So yeah, this is indeed a great film, trilogy of the Universal monsters. This was the last before they went different, of course. Anybody remembers of the Wolfman, the Mummy, Frankenstein? I already said Wolfman. The Mummy, the Frankenstein, the Invisible Man. Am I missing any of the other ones? Huh. And then you got the GillMan. So, the Universal Monsters will live on forever. So, happy birthday, Ricou Browning. He's 32, y'all. Happy birthday. And, oh yeah, before signing off, show you the picture. I mean, the autograph that I got signed by him. Let's see it right now, y'all. Here's the autograph that I got at Spooky Empire 4 years ago. This is the one. And I have another one, not underneath here, but it's in my collection. Hold on a second, folks. And here's the last one that I got from CSR Collectibles. Ricou Browning, the creature. Of him coming splashing out of the water. Or blasting out of the water, however it is. So did you all enjoy this vid? I know I have. And it's good to see one of the last survivors of the Universal Monsters. So anyways, if you want to hear more vids, more this and that, or anything else, and watches and other things, and out and abouts, click the bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of all new uploads. Subscribe, and also what else? Like the video. If you have any questions, comments down below. Anything else you want, follow more to be notified of all new uploads. So anyways, this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off. Y'all take care. God bless you. Happy birthday, Ricou Browning. You the man. I'm out of here. Take care. God bless you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you on the next vid.